There you go.
All right, guys, we're back. We move this and set this back up. Don't worry, they'll cut. They'll cut. It'll look like I never did this. Does that look good? Look good up there? All right, everybody, we're back. So we're just we were talking about how these businesses assist us in maintaining momentum. Have you ever? I'm assuming you're pretty much in charge of your part of your business, and you're in charge of yours.
Yeah.
How does a customer react when you're all burned out? How's that day go with doing business and making the money you need to make to sustain your business?
It's non-existent.
It's not a good day, is
Yeah.
it? What's the importance of insuring your item when you're starting a business?
Yeah, I think early on, I think that's one of the things that is often sometimes missed when you kind of business planning is make sure you have all this stuff.
Yeah.
Now let's make sure it's protected in case something, worst case scenario, something happens.
Right.
And particularly in anything in the auto industry, the one thing you want to make sure is make sure your liability is up to date. So if somebody comes on site, they trip, they get injured, so they
You don't want to take a hit with your new business that you're just now growing. A lot of our viewers are trying to start their own mechanic shop. You don't want to take a hit, during your growth. That's going to set you back on your both the finances you do have and the finances you could make in that time period. Setbacks are not healthy for these good ideas that we have and that we turn into businesses. So we need to ensure those good ideas once we make some progress. Sal, what does Edward Jones do?
So Edward Jones, at the kind of nuts and bolts of it, starts out at being an investment firm. So we'll help you manage your investments, look over them, take care of them over time. But what I do specifically is more like financial planning. So we're going to talk about your needs, wants, and wishes, and make the goals around the big things you want in life. Like retirement's a big one. Health insurance, we talk about. Life insurance. I'm sure everybody wants to travel, so we plan around that. Everybody wants to replace their cars one day.
Yeah, we like new cars, fast cars.
Yeah, so
Big South Performance, fast cars.
100%. So we got to plan for that, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of talking about that, creating that financial plan, and then finding what we need to do to get there, and then along the way tweak it. Because life changes, so we'll meet. Like my plans will meet every 6 months, and then we'll just tweak it along the way because life changes.
You give them something to use. Give them something to use. And then see how they use that during those months, and then now give them something new. We'll metabolize that, continue the growth.
Yeah,
that's a really good cycle. So I actually trained for 14 locations for a previous employer, and something I learned. I think your business structure is very healthy because I used to go in and just help them for months at a time, weeks at a time. Learned that wasn't very healthy. I would take whatever I noticed was the most important thing to give them for growth. And then once I felt like I had trained on that, I would step away and give them about 2 or 3 weeks of no branded, to be able to lean on and see if they could do what I gave them. So your structure is awesome. I saw the most results with that, and also the most independence once I stepped away, where they could maintain that growth. Something I want to mention to our viewers is we have a really great table here. So we've got, we have these wonderful ideas of a special shop that does a special thing and really offers an awesome opportunity to customers to do the things they want to do, as viewers and as what we're planning to do. But at this table, we have a full circle. So, once you have that idea, you want to ensure that idea. And then once you start making money off of that great idea, that, the inspired thought that you had and that you had the bravery to pursue, now you need to hire people like this to be able to, it's a loss in profits, that's fine, but you hire people like this to stabilize your business and make sure that you can continue growing once you start making money off of that idea. So we literally have the entire platform for a safe, secure business. And when we say safe and secure for business, it is safe and secure for continued growth. This is a marathon. Anytime you have a great idea, it's a marathon. How long can you run that marathon? If you don't have it in you, that's okay. Not everybody does. But if you do have it in you and you make progress, you want to make sure your progress is safe. You want to make sure that you utilize the fruits of your progress accurately and wisely. So I really want to encourage all of our viewers to take the time, meet with these people and talk to them about how much of your profits with your progress that you've made you can give to them to make sure that you can do this for a very, very long time.
But to add to that analogy of the marathon,
Yeah.
you don't want to be the runner with all the weights on your shoulders.
Yeah.
Like you want to, if you're able to take some weights off, delegate a little bit, and just keep on running longer.
Well, I really like your perspective. So if we look at it like the Olympics, and you've got 10 people lined up, one guy has ankle weights, shoulder weights, a weight vest, and everybody else doesn't because they're doing it a little bit differently than you.
Yeah.
You don't want to be the fastest runner weighed down with all the weights that nobody else is carrying. There's a reason for these business, and that's a very accurate analogy. I like that a lot. What's some of the you know what stress is, right?
Absolutely.
You know what stress is?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you taken time to deal with your stress and continue growing as a business?
Absolutely. I think you always have to have those reset moments where you're able to cut the engine down a little bit so you're not redlining all the time.
Yeah.
When you're redlining, it doesn't offer enough time for creativity to effectively problem solve.
That next good idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And if you're just implementing new idea after new idea, sometimes you can't see the real benefits from the idea.
Right. So
just implementing.
well, you have your first idea, which is your business. That's what starts the business, and we need to be able to ensure ourselves so that we can manage our stress levels, so that too much stress inhibits creativity, and the next good idea or inspired idea is growth. All our good ideas are growth for all of our companies. I'm assuming you and your business and you and yours.
Correct.
You probably have a slew of good ideas that you've had that have made progress. And I for one, know that all of my progress is based off of metabolizing a good idea. If you have too much stress and too much weight on your personal shoulders during your journey as a entrepreneur, you're going to stop having those good ideas. You really, really are. So this is something I want to talk about with both of you guys. I think it's very important. I'm going to open this up to the table, I guess you'd say. What do your businesses offer to reduce stress, and what is we know what the benefit of that is, but what exactly, what kind of stress do you take off of the customer so they can have those good ideas and make progress?
Yeah. So I guess I'll start off. So like I said earlier, you want to take the weights off, so delegate a little bit. And so what I'll do to help alleviate some stress is there's a lot of complexities with what I do. Not everyone is cut out to understand it, and that's fine. Let me understand it for you, help explain it to you on your terms. And then you don't have to worry about it. Like you can go to bed at night.
You optimize.
Yeah.
You optimize for the customer, so that they don't have to be the expert on that part of their business.
Exactly. So all the extra profits that we talked about earlier, we can work on ways to strategize to put them somewhere, wherever it is makes sense for them, based on the person, right? It's based on person to person. But let me just take that headspace that you had for it. Let me open that space up for it for you guys.
How often have you had a customer come to you? They're popping off. They're in a very hot spot in their growth. Come up to you and say, "Hey, I have all this money from let's say they did really well for 6 months. I have all this money and I want to continue to grow." Have you ever had that question before?
A couple times, yeah.
I as a businessman know that I have people like Sal over here. I know that when you hit that, you don't want to spend 2 weeks thinking about how you're going to use your assets and not burn them. Nobody should burn their assets. That's what you work for in the first place.
Yeah, I have a phrase: every dollar has a job.
I like that. I really like that. Every dollar has a job.
Let it work for you.
One of your dollar's jobs should probably be hiring somebody to make sure all your dollars are safe.
That's right. That's right.
And also paying somebody to help you make that decision. Because if we try to put obviously all of us can make a certain level of good decisions in all of our jobs. I know customers who do a lot of their own work at home. I'm sure you know a lot of customers who take care of all their own insurance, quote unquote, through banking. And you have customers who are pretty smart with how to use their money, but including experts in our businesses optimizes our results. Optimized results takes the load off of us so that we can go a lot longer. If we don't do that, I guarantee you we're going to lose momentum. We're going to lose that capacity to have good ideas and keep moving forward as a business. You ever had an optimal day when you're completely fried?
No. Typically, when I think everything is like a snowball effect. When things go bad and you're burned out, you make poor decisions. Poor decisions leads to poor results, and it compounds. So when you have that reset, you can stop the snowball effect and reset and start snowballing in the right positive direction.
Well, yeah, we either snowball up or we snowball down. It is harder to snowball up, which is why we're a lesser percent of society, where we push uphill, in business and build ourselves up. But that's also how we get our satisfaction. We don't want to be rolling up and building up, and then we realize we put so much on our own brains that we start to slide back. And it's going to happen. We're all humans. There's nobody out here that's so amazing that you're not going to you're going to be able to do everything yourself and sustain long-term growth. I'm assuming did you start your own location and everything?
I shared a location with another advisor.
So, but you came up. A lot of it was on you, right? And
Yeah,
you as well. How did that go? Do you do everything for your business all by yourself?
Not everything. No, I delegate.
You delegate.
Yeah.
Do you hire companies to delegate to?
Yeah.
Different companies that apply to what you do. So in the automotive business, it's funny, we have cars are so complex and the business we're in is so complicated. We literally have to do all of these jobs just to maintain, because there's a lot of every car is a legal issue. Every car is a big financial responsibility. Every car requires a ton of knowledge to give to that customer. And if we don't take the time to build ourselves a solid team and go through these kind of people that we have right here, I promise you're going to burn out. I thought I couldn't burn out. I thought I couldn't burn out because I have a lot of energy. I have more businesses than the two that are on these shows. But I'm actually hitting that time in my life where I'm starting to hire you guys up and be able to maintain and sustain my multiple avenues of revenue, which that's big on your part, and also ensure those avenues of revenue to make sure that if something goes wrong, let's say I've got $50,000 or $542,000 invested in this section over here. I'm bringing in wealth. I don't want to burn that wealth, but I also don't want to invest all that money into that and then lose it because something goes wrong. I want to be able to fall back, think, learn, educate myself on how to make sure that doesn't happen again, and then continue going up without sliding down here. That's where insuring your business comes in. So I think it's very important. I want you guys to check these guys out, call them, get to know them. I promise you, we just had a wonderful conversation about how they build their businesses on educating customers, which I think everybody that's been watching our episodes knows about. And see if these guys are for you. If these fit if these are what you're hoping to find to be able to maintain your momentum. Thanks for coming, guys. Awesome episode.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.